Hey, good morning, my people out there. And I am. So, first of all, let me introduce myself. If you don't know who I am, my name is Robert Claiborne, and so I started this YouTube journey with the videos almost a year ago, right? And I'm like super excited right now because as of today marks 1 year from when I wrote my very first piece, which is called Procrastination. Now, I didn't actually do the video for it. I didn't start the video for it until at the end of June, right? The videos it wasn't even birthed yet, right? So what it was, I got tired of procrastinating because, I had a reflection on my life, and I realized that I wasn't where I could be in life because I've always started and stopped. And it dawned on me because I was watching E.T., Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher, on YouTube on this very day a year ago. In this video, I swear he was talking to me. It was like 7 or 8 minutes him talking to just me. I don't care who was at the event, he was talking to me. All right. So the name of the video is Honor Thy Craft. I will encourage you guys to go and check that out. But the name of it is Honor Thy Craft, and one thing that really resonated within me was he said there's things you can't have when you stop, and you wonder why others are being blessed. It's because you don't understand covenant. Once you start something, you can't get out of it. Just a small piece of history of myself. It's like I never completed anything. Like right now, I can't give you a whole list of accomplishments that I've made in a lifetime. I'll be 37 in November. And it's like it wasn't anything conscious, but it's like every time I was faced with anything difficult, challenging, I went in the opposite direction. I didn't want any part of it because it was hard. I didn't want to put in the work. I didn't want to have to do what it took, whatever it took. All I did was thought about, what I was going to have to do, and I'm like, nah, that's too much. And like you may do the same thing. Like at home, you have to wash clothes, you have to clean up, and you get to thinking about the process, and you like, man, I'll do it later. And that later never comes, or that later comes in the most unopportune time where like now you forced to do it, but that's cutting into other things, and it's like really putting you behind, and it creates this frustration and anger. But we can't be upset and angry at no one but ourselves because we chose to sit down and watch TV a little longer. We chose to sit down, like lay down and just relax longer than we knew. We knew what we had to do. We already knew what we had to do yesterday. The plan was to wake up in the morning to go ahead and clean the bathrooms, vacuum and do all this spring cleaning or whatever. Like that's me right there. That's why it's coming out so clear, because like my goal is to always wake up about 5 or 6 in the morning and do the restroom when it's my turn, and then going like shower and then go and get my haircut or whatever, or go and get my haircut then shower. But that never work out like that. I end up doing it in the evening time. I'm supposed to do it on Saturdays, but I end up doing it on Sundays sometimes. It's because I'm procrastinating. I don't want to get out of bed because I'm so comfortable, and it sets us back. And it may not even just be on that. It could be anything in life. if we think about the process and we like, man, forget that, and then we look where we are, we get frustrated because we're struggling financially. We get frustrated because, like, our circumstances, our situation, because, like, we get frustrated at all these different things, like, and then we begin to come off ungrateful and then start complaining to God, whatever, like, you know, like it's his fault. It's our fault because we're not doing what we're supposed to do. We're not executing at a high level. We have all these goals. We have all these dreams. We don't even really plan like we're supposed to. But, you know, back on procrastination. So that was me. All right. So I'm excited about today because today I have, I think, 152 videos. Now, I'm not sitting up watching a video count, right? Obviously, when I hit 100 videos, I was like really pumped up. Like, I hit that a couple months ago, and I'm like, this is the most consistent I've ever been in my life. So that's a celebration for me. It is. And here it is, marks 1 year from when I first wrote the content on procrastination before the videos were birthed. And here it is, I have 152 videos. And, and I can't pat myself on the back because this is all what God is doing in and through me, right? But like I said, this is the most consistent I've ever been. And, I try to only create these videos and publish them as God put it on my heart to do. All right, it's never anything like, because I want to be in front of the camera, or okay, I want to do this. Like, it's never that. It's because God put a message on my heart and I share it, right? So, which brings to what this is called. It's Your Struggles Are My Struggles, and how that came about. Now, if you go to my page, click playlist. Like, I try to organize it for individuals so they won't have to go through this long scroll of videos, right? So I categorize them I think I'm on the fourth series called the Purpose series, right? So you click on the Purpose series and you'll see by the title or whatever, basically what I'm talking about. I have one called the series I did before this one. It was for the youth. Let me see. No. The series before this one was called Behavior, right? So you click on Behavior and it basically pulls up different videos, the title of them, so you'll know what it's about. So when people go to the playlist and just say you click on Why Sounds, which is Your Struggles Are My Struggles, you click on that, which is the very first series I did, and the very first video was procrastination. Now, that series, it was content, but it was visuals on there. It's not like me speaking live now, right? So the very first series, it was visuals, and ever since then I've been speaking in front of the camera, and just the process, the growth process in that, alone, it's crazy. But anyway, that's it's not irrelevant, but that's not what this is about right now. So so if you go to Your Struggles Are My Struggles, it's more than just videos, full videos, something like that, then you'll get the whole backdrop of, the history to birth of Why Sounds, and the life of It's More Than Just Videos. Okay, yeah, that's the name of the video. That's the name of the video. So now you watch that, you'll learn where all this came from and why. All right. So after I listened to that video of Eric Thomas, like I reflected on my life and realized like that was me, you know, and I was just tired of being where I was, right? So I just wrote, you know, I wrote the piece on procrastination, right? So when I read it, I'm like, wow, I'm not the only one who struggle with procrastination. You know, and I remember asking God, like, how can I reach others who struggle in the same areas that I struggle with, you know, to help them in what they're going through. You know, so days later, he gave me the videos, right? So a couple weeks after that, that's when I released the very first video, which I think it was like almost July, all right? But like, it's just so amazing. Like, I'm not doing this of myself, right? I did it because, for one, I realized like I have these issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have these struggles, you know, and it's crazy because each week that God would give me a new struggle, I never like these was my struggles that I didn't know that I have, because like years ago I asked God to change me, reveal things to me about myself that I didn't know, preferably the bad things. So like all these things are coming out like in the videos, obviously, you know, because like it's been some time now, and due to God's grace, like most of them I don't struggle with anymore. All right, so that's what this process is about. So the videos, it's not about me, it's to like the things that God has given me, the things God has given me to help me get through, and you know, over the challenges that I've encountered, I give them to you. All right, that's why it's like your struggles are my struggles, because like I wanted to let you guys know, I wanted to let everyone know, hey, like it's okay. You're not the only one who struggle with procrastination. You're not the only one who struggle with laziness. You're not the only one who struggle with having lack of commitment. Like you're not the whatever your struggle is, you're not the only one who struggle with it. I too struggle with it, and it's okay. So we can come together and get through and grow together. So that's what your struggles is all about. That's what these videos is all about. So all these things that I'm going through, all the things that I go through, God give me the encouragement. He give me the motivation. He inspired me in the areas that I feel like I need most. And what he give me, I share to you guys. So it's not anything like, hey, look, I'm trying to help you out. Nah, like, I mean, I'm really struggling with these things that either I struggle with it or I'm still struggling with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Either I used to struggle with it or I'm still struggling with it. You know, so whatever he gives me, I share it to you, because that's what it's about. Like, letting you know, hey, you're not the only one. I struggle with it too. You know, but I also understand, like, it's harder trying to get through things when you're alone, when you're trying to do it by yourself, right? Obviously, Christ is with us, especially if we've chosen to live our lives according to God's will. You know, like he's always with us, you know, but he also used others to come into our lives to help us throughout whatever we're going through, right? So like it's hard going through it like by yourself. So I want to let you guys know, like, whatever you're going through, you don't have to go through it alone, right? Like, and I get it, like, you can't really trust anyone. People put your business out there, you know, like, talk about you behind your back, treat you a certain way once they find out, like, you know, they think it's a weakness or whatever, like, they play on that. Like, I get it, like, it's hard to trust people, but you have to trust someone. All right, like, you don't know me, right? You don't know me, I don't know you, but that can change. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I prefer this to be. This is really mainly towards the men, like the fellas, the males. Reach out to me. You know, like reach out to me. Like for the women or whatever, like, you know, you watch the videos or whatever, like, I mean, like, take as much as you can from it if it's for you, and pray about it. Ask God to help you through, show you how you can get through. Bring someone in your life that will help you throughout the process as you follow Christ, right? You know, but the men, I want you guys to reach out to me if God move you to, because and the reason why I say the men, right? Because it starts with us. Just like God created Adam first, right? So everything starts and everything flows through us. It's a position. It's Christ beneath God, man beneath Christ, and, you know, wife, your own wife, and your kids, you know, in that order, right? Now, understand, we all are created equal. It's just the role that we play. We're not better than our spouse. We're not better than our significant other. By no means. We all created equal. But we're supposed to set the tone. We're supposed to lead our family. We're supposed to set the stage, walk them into the future, right? So that's why I really prefer it for the men to reach out to me, because if we're out of alignment from, you know, under the umbrella of Christ, like everything else that's coming behind us, below us, whatever, as in, you know, the roles, then everything else is going to be off. Like, it's going to decay. Like when the serpent came in and tempted Eve, it's because Adam stepped out from alignment, and Eve took his place, and he allowed her to, right? And when that happened, hell broke loose. Like everything became chaotic. Sin entered into the world, right? And that's because the man didn't uphold his role. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, and keeping the devil out. He let Slick come in and sweet talk to his woman, and his woman persuaded him. And she didn't have to persuade much. Persuaded Adam to bite the fruit after God told him, do not eat the fruit. All right, do not pull from this tree, whatever. But ever since then, like everything been chaotic, right? So that's why men, it's up to us to make sure that we're walking, following Christ, right? And, you know, so I can't go through it alone. I can't. It's hard trying to go through it alone. Like, it's and you probably feel where I'm coming from. So that's why it's your struggles and my struggles. You're not the only one. But if we come together, we can, and we will get through this together. We will grow together. So that's what your struggles or my struggles are all about. That's what these videos are all about. Is to encourage, motivate, and inspire you guys as God encourage, motivate, and inspire me to get through whatever I'm going through, so he can take me to where he's taking me, and y'all coming with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, I'm not doing this for myself. Obviously, you know, I've made a decision to live for Christ, right? And so I'm trying to follow him. So in following him, I'm leading my family. I don't think I do a 100% good job at that, honestly. You know, so there's great improvement that needs to take place. But that's how it's supposed to go. I'm doing it for Christ, my family. I'm doing it for me, and I'm doing it for everyone else who need the help. You know, because we can't do it alone. So, like, so that's what these videos are about. If you feel like, you know, you need to reach out and you whatever, you know what I'm saying, like just message below or whatever, and, you know, I mean, I got you as much as God permit like, I got you. Like, I got you. But understand, you can't do it alone. All right? You holding it in, it's going to make you bitter. It's going to drive you crazy mentally. It's going to affect you spiritually. Like, it's going to affect you in a lot of areas of your life. And like, you have to release it. You have to let it out. You have to. Even if it's not me, please find someone that you can reach out to that will help you. That will help you. Not as a charity case, but helping you out of love, not out of sympathy, but just off the fact that I understand what you're going through, or I can't relate to what you're going through, but look, I mean, I had a friend, or I had a family, or like maybe this help, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, but find someone. Like, you can't continue trying to do it on your own. It's going to be really hard, and it's going to lengthen the process. But first and foremost, seek Christ. He has all the answers. He has all the solutions that you need. Seek him for a relationship and allow him to do all that he's trying to do in and through you. And I promise you, like, because there is you were created for a purpose, right? You wasn't created just to walk the earth and go to work and go home and take vacations here and there, and like, that's fine, but God had a bigger and better plan in mind when he created you. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, but to bring you hope in a future. Romans 8:28, for all things work together for the good of those who love God and who are called according to his purpose. All right? And who believes will have everlasting life. I think that's another scripture, but I just had to add that into it. But you were created for a purpose. Like, learn what that purpose is. You are the purpose. Understand, you're the purpose. But you have to go to Christ and allow him to show you the way in which you are supposed to go. All right? Like, you have to believe that. You have to. If you don't believe that, all that is irrelevant. Everything I'm telling you is irrelevant. You have to believe it for yourself. If you have not accepted Christ as your Savior, repeat after me. You have to mean it for yourself. Father God, I am a sinner. I believe you sent your Son to die on a cross for my sins. Today, I invite you in to be Lord over my life. I pray that you will change me, transform me, renew me into who you created me to be. And this day forward, I don't know what the future looks like, but I'm going to trust you. I'm going to follow you. I am going to allow you to lead me into wherever you want me to go. I am yours. You have to mean it for yourself. Once you accept Christ as your Savior, everything changes. Like, you have now been, like, you like the sanctification process is what it is, a process. It doesn't happen overnight. All right? But what you have done, you have invited Christ in your life. You have given him permission to take over your life. You have gave him permission to change you within. All right? You have given him permission to transform you. He now protects you even more so. You are under his covering. Like, now you are like aligned. Like, you have positioned yourself to walk in the life, in the footsteps, the shoes that you were created to. Now you have given him permission. You have gave him ownership over you, right? So now he can do all the things he's been wanting to do in and through you. You have now given him permission. Walk it out. All right? So, like, I came on here because, like I said, like, I wanted to explain to you guys what the videos were about, what my struggles are about. Like, I wanted you to know that you're not alone. Like, it's a million other people struggle with the same thing you're struggling with, but like here, you can start the change. You can start the process now, especially now that you have invited Christ to be Lord of your life. And the cool thing about these videos, like this change to transformation process that he has given me, like he has, like these videos, I really enjoy doing these. All right, like obviously, like this is a part of my calling. This is a part of my purpose. But you know, like when we're disobedient, we do things we don't have no business doing. Like a lot of times we have to go through like really like brutal things for us to change. Like God's mercy and his grace, he has given me something that I enjoy doing, but that is changing me. You know what I'm saying? That have changed me. I have a long way to go, you know, like, but, you know, like, and not only that, he's using what he's doing in me, and he's doing it through me to help others who struggling in the same areas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what your change to transformation process looks like. I don't know what you're going to have to go through. You know, like, it's everything all peaches and cream right now. Like, everything's cool. It's cool. Like, you know, like, I mean, I have my moments. Like, oh man, I have my moments, you know, where I'm really struggling with things or whatever. Like, really a lot of where I'm at in life, because I'm ready for the promise he has given me. Like, I'm ready for that to be now, but I'm not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he want to make sure I'm ready. So when I, you know, as his representative, so when I go out representing Christ, I won't be, you know, giving him a bad name, be out there embarrassing his name, like, you know, because I speak Christ so much, and then I'm still behaving like the world. I'm still behaving like those who don't believe, who's out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying I'm bigger and better than anyone else, because I am not. I just chose to like make a decision to live my life for Christ, and to, you know, to do better and be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know what your change to transformation process is, but I am telling you that you don't have to go at it alone. All right, just reach out to me, holler at me, whatever, you know, if, you know. And one last thing, like, you know, I'm very sensitive with this one, because, like, it's like I feel like people have taken their own lives because they feel like, or they felt like no one cared. Like, they felt like they didn't have anyone, so they felt like, you know, like taking their own lives was their only solution to for them not to have to deal with the pain, the depression, and all these different things, you know, like. And so with these videos, like, that's like, I want to let people know that you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like they felt like, you know, like I feel like if they had someone who would love on them, like listen to them, encourage them, you know, like hop in their situation with them and walk them throughout, you know, they would have had, you know, they would have seen it was a way out. It wasn't suicide. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what this is about. You know, that's one of the main things that, you know, your struggles or my struggles are about. Like, because the suicide rate is like really high, and it's affecting teenagers now. Like, I mean, and it's painful. You know, so we have to step outside of ourselves and be that much more for everyone else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is about. But no, like, so you know, if you know someone who's struggling with something or whatever, or you know, that could use some type of help, whatever, if any of these videos, if you feel like it can help someone, please share it, because we just never know who's going through what. We never know who need the help. We never know the mindset that some individuals are. Like, you know, they may be on their last like option. Like, if this don't work, I'm doing it. Like, I can't do this no more. And we have to be there. We have to be there for excuse me. We have to be there for each other. You know, like, I mean, it's no more excuses. Like, we have to be there for each other. So, you know, if it starts with shares, like, you don't even really have to like these videos. Well, you don't really have to press like on the videos. That's fine, because that's not why I'm doing it. You know, like, but like, if the videos isn't for you, cool, I respect that. But please share it, like, because someone out there need it, and we just never know. Like, it may be somebody you know, it may not be someone you know, but like, we all need help. We all need encouragement. We all need a helping hand. So so that's my morning rant. Like, I hope this brought some type of light to your situation, because like this like your struggles are my struggles things. Like, I mean, it's real. Like, it's so for real. You know, so yeah, that's what it is. I just made it to work. I'm finna walk in here and get my day started so I can get back home. But I love you guys. Like I said, like, you're not the only one. Your struggles are my struggles. You don't have to go at it alone. We come together, we can, and we will get through and grow together. All right, stay up, stay strong, and understand you're not the only one that's going through it. Someone else is, but that don't mean you have to go at it alone. All right, I'm your brother. All right, you my brother, you my sister. Like, I mean, everything gonna be fine. We're gonna get through this together. All right, much love, be safe, and stay blessed. All right, yeah.